way to let him in. I kept my ground and held him back. My parents aren't here right now. Can you come back later? His eyes lightened up when he found out I was home alone. Just, let me check, okay? I gotta make sure it's all fired up. That's when I checked the van he had. It was an unmarked green van. Normally all companies in my town have a logo, and I mean all of them. I'm not letting you in. My yell somewhat startled him as I stepped back and I was able to get in and lock the outer door, keeping him out. I grabbed my cell phone and called my grandmother and told her what happened. As I told her, the guy ran back to the van and sped off. Horrified to think of what would have happened if I never scared him away. Number 2.
I used to live in a really weird area of town, so I have a lot of these kind of experiences. The first one happened when I was in 6th grade. It was in late fall, and I had joined some after-school activities at the new school to make friends. Problem was that I had nobody to pick me up afterwards. I was stuck, walking, and the road home was a long maze of abandoned houses with windows. One of these times, I saw a red car inching behind me. The only car on an otherwise quiet street. The driver was an older, chubby man with a huge smile. He rolls down his window. "Hi, you look like you need a ride." I smiled at him and I said no thanks. He kept following. "Don't be shy. Come on, slow down." I told him I was fine, while looking around to see if anyone else was nearby to see this. He responded with something like, "You still have a long way to go until you get home." I felt a chill of horror as I realized I was alone. How did this man even know where I was going? I started running a bit, and the car kept following me. I could hear him saying things like, "Stop running, don't be scared." He drove up and parked at the end of the road we were on. Adrenaline kicked in, and I ran like my life depended on it. I reached the main roads, and I didn't see the car anymore, but I was terrified he would follow me home somehow, so I hid, and I waited a few minutes. I finally arrived home, shaky from adrenaline and crying. My parents thought that I was lying to get out of trouble, and told me to just take the city bus next time. Needless to say, after that experience, I never walked to school or back again.
Number 3. So, this happened to me today while I was walking up the hill to the park. It was broad daylight with a few construction workers and gardeners around. I stopped to admire the view of the canyon on the sidewalk off of a very busy street. A dark, greenish, gray old Toyota truck drove past me going the opposite way. I turned around when I heard the car brake and make a very sharp illegal U-turn. I watched the truck pull up right beside me. A white man in his 50s with white hair, a white shirt, and a German Shepherd in the passenger seat was inside. The man leaned over and held his hand out the window towards me. He held out 2 pieces of paper with rainbow-colored stripes and funky white text that said, "Fun Packs," on them. He whistled at me, grinned, and said, "Come here, these are for you." I shook my head and scowled. "Come here," he repeated, and he reached for his glove compartment with the other hand. He looked to be in a hurry, trying to make his encounter with me as brief as possible. Of course, because a man with sick motives wouldn't want to be seen for long. I shook my head again and began backing up, thinking of the other kidnappings in my city in which a guy pulled out a gun once they got close to the car and threatened the girls to get in or he'd shoot them. This was quite possibly the same scenario. My heart raced and I gripped my phone, preparing myself to run and scream for help. The man had an immediate change of